wasn't it?
It was a little late. It's no big deal.
This fucking guy.
Welcome to Our Opinion Sucks.
I'm Gorespawn.
And I'm the DH Dante.
How y'all doing today? This is episode 5, and it is brought to you by, considering the current epidemic we're going on, quarantine beer. Yes, we found quarantine beer. This here is made by Stillfire Brewing. That's out here in Suwanee, Georgia. Now, the thing I like about this, what I noticed when we first got it, was that what does it say? A portion of the proceeds of buying this beer goes to support local Atlanta restaurants and to feed hospital workers through the Meal Bridge program. Now you can find out more about the Meal Bridge program at themealbridge.com. So, of course, it's got a nice little Surgeon General's warning on it, but quarantine beer. So if you're around Georgia or if you just want to help Atlanta people, you know, themealbridge.com, there you go. So, DH, what have you been up to? Oh, by the way, this is new. It's a 5-string Dean Edge bass. I have just purchased this because I'm getting back into playing bass again. He's got the guitar, he's learning how to play guitar, and I figured, well, I might as well start playing bass again. I've been out for a few years, so it hurts my hands like hell to play, but that'll be over within about a week. But yeah, got strap locks on it already, got a new strap, got cables, gonna buy, in 2 weeks time, I'm gonna buy an Ampeg, which I've always wanted one, so. And it'll be a 450 watt 2x10, that'll be more than enough. We haven't done the first sip yet, so let's do the first sip.
You asked me what I was doing. How I've been.
Well, you know, we're going to take the first sip because I'm doing this way fucking backwards today. Sorry, guys, I'm not prepared at all. By the way, I'd like to give a shout out to the James and Mark show. Kind of smells like piss. Looks like piss, too.
It smells like Bud Light. Tastes like Bud Light.
No. Kind of. It tastes like a light beer. It kind of tastes like Bud Light.
Thanks. Thanks for agreeing.
But a little more danky. Like, and not a good dank either. Like, I probably won't. I'm not knocking it. It's cool for the promotional shit, whatever they're doing, but I probably won't buy this again.
Yeah,
it's no devil's armpit.
And it's definitely our second time buying this.
Today. Because
First and last is what I meant.
yeah, this was, yeah. Alright, so I bought a bass. And it also came with a cool hard shell case, which is an actual Dean bass hard shell case. So I'm pretty sure that's worth something.
It might be, but I want to say something about the guy who sold this thing. He had a lot of flies in his garage, and if you watch this, your garage is nasty.
Dude was a cool dude, man. He really was.
He was cool. His garage.
I didn't notice the fly. I didn't see any flies on the garage.
I guess I was the shitty person in the room.
I guess so.
You know how flies attract to shit.
Cause I noticed the fucking RC cars he had going on there. The garage looked pretty neat, man. It was in a decent area. I didn't notice any flies.
It might have been mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are as big as flies. But
There you
anyway,
go.
guy, I'm watching you.
So is that like your rants and raves bit?
Yeah.
Is that all you got?
No, I've got more.
Okay, let's hear it.
Especially that fucking Kia today. Thought he was fast.
You guys notice a pattern here? For those of you who watch the show, his rants and raves are always about something with driving. Okay. Now, when you got a car like his, all right, I get it. But this guy needs to get fucking laid. Okay.
If my car had a pussy, I'd fuck it.
I'm thinking about buying a flashlight and just putting it in the back because he really doesn't use the rear exhaust anyway, so. Back the car into the garage. Have at it, buddy. One of them pocket fucking things. Fuck it, whatever. Flashlight.
I don't think they make one big enough for my pipes though.
Custom. By the way, the James and Mark show, they just wrapped up episode 3. If you don't know anything about it, hit up my buddy James Eads, EADS, on Facebook. He's always promoting the show. You'll find his show through there. I don't exactly know. I think it's just the James and Mark show on Facebook, but go ahead and look it up. They're pretty cool guys. So I've already got the base down, upcoming gear. It's an Ampeg 2x10. You know, we've seen a lot of cool stuff on Facebook. My rant and rave really is the shit that goes down on the marketplace on Facebook. Some of these guys just have ridiculous fucking prices. They want brand new or beyond brand new prices for shit that's already used. Get real. I mean, I was looking at an Ibanez sound gear bass, and I passed up on it for this bass because people were more in contact with me about the bass.
I was gonna say fucking
And,
mention the cocksucker that didn't want to fucking
look,
sell his bass.
The sound gear that I was looking at was for $300, and I told him, look, I'm not gonna buy it. And after I went and bought this bass, and the very next day I get on Marketplace again, just looking for an amp, the very fucking same bass is on Marketplace again by a different seller, and I know it because it had scuff marks right here above the pickup. Oh, by the way, these have EMG passives. I've always wanted EMGs, but back to the story. Had the same scuff marks and everything. It's the exact same fucking bass, and this dude marked it up to $420. He bought it for $300, marked it up to $420. Look, man, I understand if you're trying to make a buck, mark it up to $350. All right? You're a fucking douchebag. I mean, plain and simple. You live in the Atlanta area. You're probably never gonna watch this, but what you did was a straight douchebag move. It's greedy as fuck. Plain and simple, you're kind of a piece of shit for doing that, dude. I understand you're trying to make a money by buying, selling, whatever, but you bought it one day for $300, and the very next day you put it back on Marketplace for $400, like $420. Like, people aren't gonna fucking notice. Like, man, that's you're a dick. You're a dick.
You're a fucking cocksucker.
Went to the bookstore today. He got himself a nice little book.
I can't tell you about it.
Our roommate got himself some cooking books. I found this badass Myths of the Norsemen book. As you know, we're both Asatru, and I have a pretty good collection of it right now. And this just added to it, gives a little more detail on the characters, the players, the gods, the sagas. And it was only $13 for this good-sized book. I couldn't pass it up. It's got some illustrations, a pretty decent glossary in it. Yeah, I could not pass this up. And it goes through every single god and a lot. Basically, everything you would want to know about the basis of Asatru is in this book. And my collection as a whole of all the books that I have will pretty much teach you what you want and need to know about Asatru, even down to, bloats and such, and things. You'll have to obviously go to an actual gathering of fellow kinsmen, or kinsfolk, let's just say, to get a real feel for it, which I have yet to be to one. Hopefully I'll be able to get more involved in that in the upcoming days. Not days, but upcoming time, because I would like to get more involved in it. But right now, I just have to fill my head with knowledge of what I can read, and I also just got a poetic edda study book, and I'm kind of looking forward to diving into that as well. Just the more I know, the better, and that way, when I actually get to a gathering, it'll be more of a learning experience. So I'm very interested in that. Why am I still drinking this?
I don't know. Tastes like nasty wet puss now.
It's
still cold.
It's not good. This might actually be a beer better warm.
Nasty wet puss. You know that nasty sourness? I know you vape puss. I don't care if you're male or female, you vape puss. Tastes like sour puss.
I'm pissed off I paid that much for this shit, dude.
I was gonna pay for it. I told you I would.
No, you fucking didn't.
I did.
Well, then you're getting the next one.
I Told you I was.
You're getting the Monty Python beer next time.
Oh, that okay.
That's gonna be some,
That's redemption beer.
that's redemption beer for sure.
That's redemption.
We were gonna get the Monty Python beer, but we saw this stuff, and he's like, "Hey, quarantine beer, fuck it." It was either this or E beer, and the E beer is fruity.
Woo. Don't blame it all on me.
I'm blaming it all on you.
No, I said, hey, that one looks cool, but if you find something else, fucking pick it. He didn't find nothing else. He just went
I think I'm shucking the fucking dude. Anyway, so
sourpuss.
let's try to get into the music early, because last time it took us 22 minutes to get into the music. So we're gonna get into the music. We're gonna kind of rapid fire a little bit, talk a little bit more on shit we really liked. You should already know what's playing in the background. If not, I mean, the dude's got a very distinctive voice, but it's the first album from DevilDriver, which their best album. They will just cut right to that right now. They have a new song out. It is entitled, what is it? Where's it at? I know it. Away From Me. They got a lyric video out for it. The lyrics kind of hit hard, and it really explains a lot of shit that's going on these days. And it's pretty much like, it's pretty much a big fuck you to the government. Like, yeah, okay, you want us to do this, but I'm gonna live my own life, man. Yeah, do that, but dude, if that's what you want to do, cool, but do it away from me, because I'm gonna do me. And yeah, I agree with this fellow over here about how it's mainstream, but it is their radio song, okay? It is their radio song.
Hey, lyrics makes a song, but when you're DevilDriver, like, listen real quick. Okay, so anyway, DevilDriver's got a distinct sound.
They have changed a lot recently.
Yeah, well,
we're not going to get this first album back.
I'm just saying.
Kind of like Lamb of God, we're not going to get New American Gospel back.
Yeah, I'm still a firm believer in Lamb of God. But
I still like him.
But I'm just saying. At least Lamb of God doesn't have a fucking it's so bad. It's bad as fucking goddamn Asking Alexandria. But
we're talking about the beer, by the way.
Yeah.
We're gonna give this to Joe.
No, I will not put that evil on any fucking brother of mine.
We'll give it to Brenna.
She won't drink it, period.
We'll give it to the squirrels.
Oh, goddamn. Why has this song gotta come on while I'm trying to fucking think?
We'll give it to the bird.
Fuck that titmouse.
I want to kill that bird. I work night shift, okay? So I get home at between 8:30 and 9 in the morning, and as soon as I'm able to relax and lay down, I'll get down here about 9:30, and all of a sudden, that little fucker starts going off every goddamn time. I'm gonna fucking kill that bird.
Wait. Fucking instrumental's repetitive. Very repetitive. Once you hear the first
chorus,
30 seconds.
No. That's about a minute and a half. After you hear the chorus, you'll hear the first riff, and then once you hear the first chorus at the end of the chorus, you've pretty much heard the whole song.
That's the only problem I have with it.
Oh, you did get the Corey box today. We're not going to talk about that at all, because we have an unboxing video on our Facebook page. By the way, we have a Facebook page now, so this will be on the Facebook page. And you who watch our YouTube, Our Opinion Sucks is on Facebook finally. We had to use a computer to set it up because I'm fucking retarded. But we have an unboxing video of the new Magic the Gathering box set up there, so check it out. Okay, so we got that. Now we're gonna go to Defiled. Okay, Defiled. They came out with a song called Canaanite. Now they've been around for a little bit. Their early stuff, not that great. I really can't stomach it too well. But the new song, Canaanite, came out maybe a month or so ago.
That totally changed that band.
Totally changed the band. You may not be a fan of Flaw, but don't compare these guys to Flaw. I'm just saying that if Flaw decided to be a brutal deathcore band, something in that genre.
Yeah.
Or maybe if Slam and Flaw met somewhere in the middle, because there's still some harmonizing vocals in there, but it works really fucking well with the song. And then they got some really, the rest of the song is real pissed off, angry vocals. And the video's great too.
I mean, if anyone was, growing up listening to fucking like metal, new metal back in the day, they had to have heard Flaw.
Yeah. And I mean, if you like new metal, and we're not talking like the Linkin Park new metal, we're talking about the heavier new metal. If you like that stuff, being younger, we're in our 30s. So if you're our age and, in your high school years, early high school years, you were all about some new metal, but you've kind of grown with your music and you've liked the heavier stuff, you're gonna like this Defiler track. It's called Canaanite. Check it out.
Fuck yeah. I would actually, if we're going to go back in the day, I would compare it to fucking, Slipknot and Mushroom Head combined. If we're going like instrumentally.
Instrumentally, these guys are more chuggier, heavier.
Well, you've got to take in the new factor. You got to take the new factor and then put it with the old factor.
Cause I keep thinking of that riff, that.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got to take in fucking Waylon with fucking Corey Taylor.
No, there's definitely no Corey Taylor in this at all. There's definitely
you're taking it to.
No, there's definitely a better band from that era that we can think of.
Comparing it to new metal, because they were both new metal back in the day. Corey Taylor had the heavies. Waylon had the fucking the sauce.
I'm just not seeing it. I'm not.
You're not thinking it like I am.
Dude, Flaw, like that song "Get Up Again" by Flaw.
I mean, Flaw is the glue that compares them both. Yes, but I'm just taking. I'm not saying they're
Cold Chamber.
I mean, Cold Chamber was industrial, but yes.
Cold Chamber was definitely new metal. Was absolutely new metal. Cold Chamber was absolutely new metal. Borderline American heavy metal. I'm speaking of the first Cold Chamber album. Anyway, next band, Unmerciful.
If we can call a truce on that, I'll be good with that.
Fine.
Again, our opinion sucks. So.
Unmerciful came out with a new album, Wrath
My
Encompassed.
opinion sucks, apparently.
And I'll be honest, I haven't.
It still sucks, though.
It does. We should have got drunk before we drank this. My breath already
there until I drink this.
Yeah, my breath already, like, I can tell my breath already smells like shit. The Unmerciful Wrath Encompassed album, I have given it one run through, and it's unmerciful. It's a great album. I didn't turn it off. I'll have to listen to it again to give you a better opinion of it. There's other albums and songs on here that I have better opinions of, that I've listened to most recently. I really should have gone through this again before, but I was damn near sleeping before we did this video. I just finally got a kick in the balls and woke up. Sorry. Next.
Well, I can help you with that unmerciful one. Sounds like a fart.
No, don't, no.
That new one is not that good.
Unmerciful, the new Unmerciful is good.
I don't like it. I just don't like it.
You're not a fan of Brutal Death, though, so, I mean, you're not
I like old Unmerciful, though.
I mean, that's when I saw Unmerciful live with Dying Fetus years ago when they opened up a Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah,
and that was when they destroyed.
That big.
And then the second album I saw them when Miguel booked him in Chicago. I saw that, so I'm pretty sure I'll see him again soon. But the next one is Fetor.
That shit. Okay.
Yeah, or Fetor, F-E-T-O-R, Fetor, Fetter, whatever. Fetter actually sounds better. They came up with a single called "Killing Her Softly." And
so good.
It's very good.
God damn, that's good.
It is very good. That is just some straight. Some ugly slam brutality right there. I heard it and I immediately got everything on their discography. Speaking of,
God, it's so good.
Old stuff that I've had, I picked up the first Sick album, Cannibalistic Torment. You know, if you like Devourment, these guys are Devourment clone. Finally picked up the Gravitational Distortion album. Those guys are fucking amazing. I missed that. That's one of my favorite albums of all time. Picked that up again. I picked up the Chlamydia Jizz Keeping Warm Around the Crack Pipe album. Pure guttural, pitch shifted, gore grind, porno grind. That's fucking awesome. I made a few other pickups too. Oh, I just recently bought the first Desecrate the Faith album as well. Missed that. It's got my favorite fucking song on there of all time from them, Breeding Abominations. You know, here's it right here. And then of course I picked up a Mortal Torment CD. Love Mortal Torment. They're working on a new album right now actually, so stay tuned to that. Mortal Torment, fantastic brutal slamming death. Next we got the new Defeated Sanity single, Propelled into Sacrilege. I got a lot of friends on my list that are all about Defeated Sanity, and I have seen Defeated Sanity live a couple times, and great band to see live. You definitely don't walk out on their set for sure. I mean, you'd be dumb to. The new track, they do some really cool shit with their guitars. Halfway into the end of the song, they do some really cool shit that I really have. It's almost like fast pick tapping. It's really fucking cool. Definitely check out the new Defeated Sanity. I'm looking forward to seeing what they got more going on with that album. Disavowed is back. Alright, they haven't made an album in a long fucking time. And their new single, The Enlightened One, is like, I'll let you listen to it today in the car. We couldn't hear too well because your engine, but the new Exhaust, okay. The new Disavowed is just, if you're familiar with Disavowed, this is Disavowed on steroids. They took all this time off and they're coming back with a vengeance. It is just punishing, brutal death metal. When there's no slam to it, it's just straight punishing, brutal death metal. And speaking of punishing, brutal death metal, Putrepal's album dropped. That is another acquisition I recently made. It's the day it dropped, I bought it. You can get it on Severed Records Bandcamp. I believe Putrepal has it up somewhere as well. They've got the t-shirt CD bundles going out right now. I'm a digital person because I carry my phone with me everywhere I go. The new Putrepal is fucking amazing. He's got his like 35-second grindcore track on there that he'll do every album.
I want to have a breaking moment in this video real quick. Fucking Nicolas Cage is gonna be Joe Exotic.
Yeah. He's still on that, by the way.
Look at this. My hair's grown. But besides the point, Nicolas Cage. Come on, man.
And I think it'll work. But
you had goddamn Lucille. You had everything. Now you're gonna be a fucking, well, I can't say the word I want to say because, politically fucking correct, but
he's gonna be kissing dudes.
He's gonna be fucking messing up, fucking putting shit in his dick, fucking with locks and stuff, and making them suck it, and fucking tigers and jaguars and shit.
All
but
right.
Anyways, back to music.
Putrepal's Revel in Lunacy is out now on Severed Records. It is an album I highly suggest you get. Putrepal, Sean McCain, has once again kept up with, everything he's been doing since House of Dementia. He's kind of kept it going more technical. Well, at least it's 15. And kept it going more brutal. His vocals are still on point. He's got some of the nastiest clean lows that I've ever heard. He still does his ugly gutturals. I mean, Sean definitely aims to please his fans, and if you're a fan of Putrepal, you're gonna be pleased. So, yes. Revel in Lunacy, out right now.
Pretty good.
Next, watch this. Catalepsy.
That shit is disgusting. God, it's so good.
Catalepsy's new song, Those Who Rot the Souls, is out right now.
I would compare that with that new Feator.
I'd compare it better. I would say it's better.
Oh, it's definitely better, but like.
Now, if you're familiar, Catalepsy released a song late last year, I want to say, maybe earlier this year, called The Beast of Nod, and it keeps right up with that. Catalepsy has gotten better, in my opinion. I've been a fan of them since the split they did with Blunt Force Trauma and was it Flesh Rot or
Flesh Rot?
Yeah, and I've been a fan of them since then. If you've only heard Music Brings Injuries, it's nothing like that whatsoever. Catalepsy definitely brings the slams. They definitely bring the brutalities. Everybody in the band uses orange amplification, as well as orange cabinets. and they got some videos going on the YouTube showing that. It's just complete brutality. Catalepsy is their album, I believe, comes out. It comes out in July.
Everything comes out in July.
And I'm definitely anticipating this album.
My birthday is. Great birthday present.
28.
I will not be 28.
No, your birthday is the 28th.
Let's not let people know.
Jackass.
I'll be 31. It's 31 days in July, so I mean that could work, but
You're still gay.
I'm very happy.
Yes.
I don't look happy. I'm very happy.
But the new Catalepsy is definitely an album like, after the Putrid Pile, this Catalepsy is probably, it's probably on my top 5 for sure, maybe top 3 of albums I'm looking forward to. It might be number 1, but I'm definitely looking forward to this Catalepsy because it's gonna slam your fucking brains out.
Yes, that shit's so fucking good.
Avatar came out with a new song.
That shit's surprising.
Very.
Very surprising.
Avatar, now, you know, we're used to Avatar's goofy, you know, clean singing. They changed the style. You know, you get some hard stuff from them. You get a lot of clean stuff from them. Now, I still haven't heard the last album they did, the King album, Welcome to Avatar Country.
I thought I let you listen to that.
I haven't heard that. I've listened to Black Waltz is my shit. I love Black Waltz, and it still had a lot of melodic parts. But this new song by Avatar, Silence in the Age of Apes, is something totally different from Avatar. This is the heaviest they've ever been. There's not a single clean vocal on here. He's just pissed off, growling the whole time. Like, you know, if you know Avatar, is this pissed off growl the whole fucking time. The video's great. I highly recommend you watch the video before you just listen to the song, and you'll be hooked.
Video's pretty funny.
The video's pretty funny, and it's pretty good too. It's Avatar being Avatar, but a more, I don't know, angry Avatar. That's a really good way to explain it, actually. Angry Avatar. That's how this new stuff is an angry Avatar.
Yeah, that is definitely nothing like anything they've ever done.
No, it blew me away. It's one of my top songs right now. It's, you know, even though I'm still listening to like Suicide Silence's Two Steps, this song is right up there.
That's really good.
Now, you wanted me to put this Demolisher on there, so I'll let you speak of this Demolisher song from Slaughter to Prevail.
So, if any of y'all know who Alex Terrible is, there's no vocalist like him.
He's a pretty good vocalist, I will give him that.
I mean, yes, he hits the lows like any other fucking deathcore guy does.
He's got a lot better lows, I think.
Well, his normal lows. But when he hits them fucking lows, he's not even close.
Yeah, I'm not as good. I'm a guttural guy.
Sorry. I mean, hey, praise the man. He's still a great fucking vocalist.
But thank you.
You're welcome. But fucking this motherfucker from Russia.
What do they put in the water in Russia?
Fucking
Catalepsy's from Russia too. Extermination, dismemberment's from Russia. What are they putting? Like, what are they doing in Russia? Russia, tell me your secrets.
If you don't like deathcore, I don't give a fuck. Listen to this goddamn song. It is probably their most heaviest, most in your fucking face song they've ever done. And something about this quarantine, I don't know if you've noticed a trend, but something about this quarantine has really brought out everybody.
It has. Even Alex Terrible himself, I watched him do a quarantine video of him doing We Will Rock You from Queen. And it was pretty astonishing, I'm not gonna lie.
It is, dude, like, I give a shout out to every fucking, from new metal, heavy metal, fucking, all the genres of fucking metal. Anyone who's done anything during this quarantine, they have really fucking put their fucking mind into it. They've really put their passion into it. Yeah. Everything about it is just other than.
Yeah, all you artists that.
Than the new As I Lay Dying.
I didn't mind the new As I Lay Dying, but
I fucking
all you artists out there that are actually doing some work during this quarantine, thank you for using your talents and using this time to dedicate more time to improving your abilities as a musician and making your music sound that much better and putting more passion into it. Because I understand during your daily life, you know, before the quarantine, you know, you have a life, you have a job, you have, you know, maybe kids, you have things to do, um, you know, a daily life, you have obligations. Well, now that you're quarantined or stuck at home, a lot of that's taken away, unfortunately. So you can focus more time on your art, and you're doing that, and you are making fantastic music. And that goes for all my homies in every kind of scene, and even people I don't know, and even music I don't like. You know, all you people are doing fantastic jobs of getting your art out there and improving yourself in the art, and I thank you. And keep doing it. You're making great music, and a lot of people appreciate it. Not just me, but a lot of people do.
Oh, another fucking.
And here,
This is my dickhead moment, real quick. Fucking trap. Fucking. Oh, we're gonna fucking.
I think it's
compete.
hilarious.
We're gonna compete. Blah blah blah. It's still gay.
They have a new album coming out, by the way.
And it's still terrible. And you're getting called out by all these fucking.
Oh God,
Awesome. Yes, I'm almost done, and I'm so glad I'm almost done. But anyways,
I can't wait to drink this Bud Light.
the caveat on what he said. Fucking fantastic. Everyone who's doing anything during this quarantine, fucking staying, with
Busy.
it. Fucking fantastic. Like,
Thank you.
I especially give a shout out also to Randy Bly and all the members of fucking Anthrax.
Ooh.
You know, they're bringing back some old school grunge, old school punk. You know, shit that they grew up on. This shit's fucking fantastic. You know, seeing Ian fucking playing some old school shit, it's fucking awesome. Like, anyways, I'm done.
All right, your next rant, you get to do your alchemy.
Oh man, alchemy. Never heard of it.
Was it Holy America? Or?
No. It's Holy Anorexia.
Holy Anorexia. I'm sorry, I can't read my handwriting.
It's okay. So to compare it, it's deathcore. I say that with it because it's like borderline with death metal. If you know what I mean. So
I don't know what you mean.
So you've got your death metal, deathcore elements inside of your instrumentals, which we all know. You know, you're down tuned to your fast, your blast beats. So there's your fucking deathcore / death metal fucking line, and then vocally you've got your deathcore / death metal line. Fucking. You've got your nice, deep, fucking, it's not pitch shifted, but it's very. I thought you were going to do a fucking example.
Oh, no, I was singing the song because Revelation Machine's an awesome song.
Fuck me up there. But anyway,
Good.
So I would say it's borderline deathcore / death metal, but very good. And the instrumentals they're not your standard. So they're very, you get used to one and then it fucking, and then it shifts. It's always shifting. Very good, check them out. I mean, if you don't like it, whatever. But I like it, so cool.
Alright,
I'm very reasonable.
we have Cardiac Arrest up next. I've been friends with Cardiac. Shut the fuck up. I've been friends with Cardiac Arrest for a very, very, very long time. I knew them back when right when Terror Tom joined them. The first time I saw them was in their first drummer that I met, DevilDriver. Sorry, I know that's unmentionable, but it was in his basement, and it was before they had released Morgue Mutilations. So I knew those guys before Morgue Mutilations. Great guys, all of them. Just fantastic people. You know, Adam, the mastermind of Cardiac Arrest, is just a all-around great guy. Hilarious to talk to. Bass player, Amsterdam. Huge Animal lover. Got nothing but respect and love for that guy. Terror Tom, just another great, fantastic dude. Hard-working man. Beer lover. And he really loves his music, and he's a big supporter of the scene. And then their drummer, Nick I remember he tried out for my old band Life in Shadow one time, and we were just like, yeah, this guy is just, he's too good for us. It's kind of like how Metallica did Les Claypool. They just dropped a new track. You finished it, nice. They just dropped a new track called, I'm probably going to fuck it up, Niglaric Outbreak. It's off their album, The Day That Death Prevailed. That's going to be coming out pretty soon. Check it out on YouTube. Cardiac Arrest, you know, they're old school death rot. Great music. This song's a little more faster. It doesn't have much groove to it. It's just more straight up in your face, fast, old school death rot. It's one of those go ahead and drink and get in the pit songs. And that's, you know, that's what I like about it. I'm looking forward to the album. I know there's going to be some groove in it. I know there's going to be a lot of Grave influence, a lot of Master influence on it. Because, you know, that's what these guys are all about. They're all about the old school feeling, keeping the old school feeling alive. And I'm really looking forward to it. Me, I personally love old school death metal. So, Cardiac Arrest, you guys are killing it, straight out of Chicago. I'm not sure if they're still on Razorback or not, but whatever label they're on, they're definitely doing that label justice, because Cardiac Arrest is a fantastic band. They're still, like, their last release I haven't heard because, well, I spent 3 years locked up. You know, I fuck up. It's what happens. And I'll have to check that out just to see the progression that the band has made. But yeah, next we have Voodoo Gods. Now, I've been checking bits and pieces of this album out. I've known Voodoo Gods for quite a while. When Corpse Grinder first joined them after Nurgle left. And, you know, it's Corpse Grinder, you know. It's more of a, it's not as groovy as Paths of Possession. It's not, doesn't have that kind of feel, but it's, you know, if you like Paths of Possession, you'll like Voodoo Gods. It's, you know, the mastermind of the drummer Mike Voodoo. And he's a very simple drummer comparison to Paul Mazurkiewicz. Just not as fast. With the arms, he's not as technical. I mean, not saying that Paul Mazurkiewicz is technical. He just doesn't have that fast pace to him. He really goes with the style of music. And it's, of course, Corpse Grinder. You get a lot more highs out of Corpse Grinder. Not the screaming highs that you hear out of Cannibal Corpse, but just more highs in general. You still have that powerful lows of Corpse Grinder. I'm not sure if Corpse Grinder writes the lyrics or not, but it'd be nice if he did. He doesn't really get the chance to do that much in Cannibal Corpse. So, but the Voodoo Gods is a pretty good album. If you're a fan of the melodic death genre, it's definitely something you would want to pick up. And if you're a fan of Corpse Grinder, definitely pick it up. After that, we have DevilDriver. They just dropped an album, Urtsu. Ursetu. I think I'm saying that right. DevilDriver is Mario Di Giambasta. Mario Di Giambasta, you guys were probably introduced to him as the musician of Vulvectomy. And this is what he's been doing outside of Vulvectomy. I don't know if Vulvectomy is still active or not. They may not be. I haven't heard anything from them in a long time.
They are. I follow them on Instagram.
And I like the new DevilDriver. It is straight up brutal death metal. It has gone to a full band now. And like I said, I would put it up there with the Disavowed. If you like the Disavowed, if you like old DevilDriver, this is straight up along the lines. You're not going to be disappointed in this album one bit. It is just straight brutality. If you're a fan of brutal death metal, you're going to be a fan of the new DevilDriver. I definitely am. Don't let the artwork fool you. Don't let the way the logo looks fool you. Don't let the name fool you. It's nothing like... Because I kind of got like a Nile feel from seeing Ursetu, you know, and no, don't... Nothing like that at all. It is straight up great brutal death metal. It is not your guttural slammy Vulvectomy whatsoever.
What Nile are you talking about?
I'm talking like Dallas Tyler Wade era. Like it's still, you know, back when they're still heavy into the Egyptian stuff, but it's...
I'll say old Nile.
It's
fantastic.
It is, but I still would not expect any of that. Thinking, you know, he'd sing Ursetu. Yeah, that's way better than it. I'm gonna have to give me one of those to get this taste out of my mouth.
No. The numbers on this die are fucking glow in the dark.
Oh, that is gonna be awesome. We're gonna have to check that out later.
Sorry.
Check out the new DevilDriver, Mario Di Giambasta. You know, I've met him in person. Fantastic man. Great guy. Phenomenal guitar player. He outdoes himself. Next, this is actually a redeemer. This is a redeemer. The Acacia Strain dropped another EP. They've been doing this now. They've got 4 out now. I think they're spelling Decade. They've got D-E-C-A. The newest one is A. And they've got 2 more left. I'm thinking they're spelling Decade. Who knows? But the new one is A. And C really annoyed me. It was slow. It was kind of...
It was kind of meh.
It was slow, and it did not impress me. A, fucking 180.
That shit was good.
Both tracks on
that?
A.
Chin something.
That one was good, but the one that I just heard the other day blew that one away. Like, both albums are like Acacia Strain amplified. I became a fan of Acacia Strain Locked Up, and they're not your typical, the AEP is not your lame style deathcore. These guys really go hard, and they put a real serious, brutal edge to their deathcore on A. It's only a 2-track EP. It is on Spotify, so even if you're like, I don't know, it's Acacia Strain, dude, it is on fucking Spotify. It's free. Go ahead and give it a fucking spin. Give them 0.006 cents love. You know, it's free for you. Gives them that 0.006 cents for that fucking spin. It's worth it. You know, and you play both tracks, you give them 1.2 cents. I mean, literally, throw the guys a penny. Literally, throw them a penny for less than 10 minutes of your life.
You're streaming fucking goddamn porn for free. Why not fucking stream some goddamn good music for free?
That's the best fucking analogy I've ever heard. You stream porn for free, why not stream this?
Exactly.
And actually help the artist out. Great album. Static X also dropped a new track.
That one.
All these years, it is straight up Static X. It's Static X.
It is.
I would not. Don't expect anything special. Don't expect anything different, fantastic. It's Static X. They found a bunch of old vocal recordings of Wayne Static, and they put music to it. So even though they have a different vocalist right now, which everybody still thinks is Isel Dope,
you know what's gonna really piss me off?
It is Wayne Static's vocals on it. What?
If it really is fucking dope.
It might be. But it's a Static X song. If you like Static X, you're gonna like the new track. The next is Suicide Silence dropped Overlord.
That shit's actually pretty good.
Suicide Silence has definitely changed a lot.
It's not 2 steps, but yeah, it's good.
2 steps is just... But this kind of walks that same path. Not as chuggy, not as chunky on the breakdowns, but it walks the same path. They've cut out a lot of highs, and they're going a little more heavier with the vocals, and heavier as a band altogether, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Suicide Silence is definitely making themselves a legitimate contender now. Besides your, typical let's make fun of Suicide Silence thing, it's not like that anymore. They've changed their style up a lot. So that's all we have for the music. There's a lot more new stuff out there, but that's all we wanted to get into today, because last time it took us forever to get into it, and we took too much time talking about it, and we're sure that bored the shit out of you, and I'm sure we took too much time this time talking about it, but we're trying to cut it out some. So this is obviously Smash LA Dying to close the show.
I ain't heard this shit fucking live. You're fucking wrong.
Yeah, I listen to this song almost every day. I'm not even gonna lie. This is some really good As LA Dying. Fantastic metalcore.
Fucking Timbaland Beast has fucking killed it.
So,
anyways.
Before we shut down for the day, is there anything you'd like to add, good sir?
Boy, fucking. I am watching Vikings again. I'm on the last season. If you've already seen the last season, more power to you. Fucking
And I'm watching Band of Brothers again because I just love war shit.
It's pretty fun. Pretty fun good. But yeah, that's about it.
That's about it.
Fucking, Catherine Whittick, if you're watching this, I love you.
Fuck Carol Baskin.
Fuck Carol Baskins. We've seen so fucking many Carol Baskins on the way back from the bookstore.
Yes.
31 flavors of fucking tiger all over the place.
Till our next episode, stay up on our Facebook, because we are starting to do live videos on the Facebook now. Like today, we chopped up a tree. And we're going to do that more often, just to give you guys tidbits of what goes on behind the scenes. and shit that we do.
And we'll change it up too, because Instagram too.
We have
we'll
the Instagram.
We'll change it up. You know, you might get some dick on fucking Facebook. You might get some ass on fucking Instagram.
Yeah. He controls the Instagram. I do more of the Facebook stuff, which is cool. Stay up on there so you can see what kind of random bullshit we're doing. Again, thank you to everybody who's watching, who has watched, because none of you are. So we're just saying thank you fucking anyway to an audience of none. We appreciate that. Till then, we're going to do what the hell we do. Stay brutal. Stay safe, of course. And absolutely most importantly, take care of one another and don't be a fucking dick. Alright?
Oh, and most importantly, fucking skull.
Skull, my king. Take care. We love you.